In the dead of night, Jessa lies still in her bed, a sudden paralysis seizing her body. Panic swells as she desperately tries to scream, but no sound escapes her throat. The digital clock casts a dim, eerie glow, the only light in the oppressive darkness. A chilling voice echoes in her mind. Too late. You were sealed the moment you confessed. You're the jar now. Inside her home, Jessa moves with resolve, her actions sharp and decisive. She slips into her coat, a barrier against the world, ready to embrace the day. Reaching the front step, she pauses, ready to step into her future. But the world she knew is gone, replaced by a wall of blurred gray static that pulsates with unnatural energy. The air crackles, a silent warning of the impossible, isolating her in a world turned alien. Her isolation deepens as reality itself warps, leaving her stranded on the threshold of the unknown. Jessa turns, her eyes widening as she takes in the sight of her house. Familiar, yet twisted, the furniture mocks her with its perfect imitation. Every surface is a mirror, reflecting her face back at her, a silent scream. The walls ripple with her visage, a horrifying tapestry of self. Appliances gleam with her features, a grotesque mockery of the mundane. Jessa races down the old wooden steps, each footfall echoing her rising panic. Her eyes dart around the shadows, seeking any sign of escape. She freezes, a wave of terror washing over her as her gaze falls upon a horrifying sight. The jars are back, arranged in a ghastly circle, their glass surfaces glinting ominously. Faces pressed against the glass, their silence screams a symphony of unending horror. In the dim light of the basement, Jessa approaches the jars with cautious curiosity. She peers into one jar, her face reflecting a mix of intrigue and apprehension. The faces within the jars twist in silent screams, mirroring Jessa's own terror. Unfamiliar visages emerge from the depths, hinting at unspeakable collective suffering. The weight of guilt and pain permeates the air, an invisible burden pressing down on Jessa. Jessa's basement holds secrets, as Jessa finds a mysterious jar, an ominous warmth emanating from within. She lifts the jar, a note visible inside, hinting at dark truths. Patient 6-7, compliance complete. Host memory, stabilized. Projected dissolution, 13 hours. Container, sealed. The jar feels strangely alive, pulsing with an unnatural heat in her hands. In the dim light of Jessa's basement, a jar flies through the air with deadly force. The jar explodes against the wall, shattering into countless fragments. Within the shattered remains, a face flickers with a final, desperate breath. The face vanishes, leaving only shards of glass and eerie silence behind. Across the room, a new jar mysteriously materializes on a dusty shelf. The cycle begins anew, the basement air thick with unspoken dread. In the dim basement, Jessa cautiously advances toward the new jar. Another note lurks inside, its message chilling. Stop trying. You're already in. Integration finalizes at sunrise. Her fear intensifies as she grasps the crushing futility of her struggle. The basement air grows heavy with the weight of her impending fate. Sunrise looms as the inescapable hour of her final integration. Jessa retreats, fear consuming her, as she is pressed against the cold, damp wall of the basement. The basement's light dances with a sinister pulse, transforming shadows into grotesque figures. The air vibrates with the sharp report of shattering glass, the sound echoing through the chamber. Jessa remains paralyzed, the chilling sound amplifying her dread. Jessa turns, her eyes widening as she beholds a massive jar. Inside the jar, a figure sits motionless, an eerie doppelganger staring back. A reflection within the jar's lid smiles back at Jessa, a chilling mirror of her own visage. The reflection smiles, a silent acknowledgement in the dim light of the basement. Jessa's house looms silently against the dark canvas of the night, a deceptive veil of normalcy concealing the unseen horrors within. Unbeknownst to the oblivious world, faint, desperate screams echo from the depths of Jessa's house, swallowed by the night. The house remains, a silent witness to the horror unfolding within, as the muffled cries continue to pierce the night. The screams fade, leaving only the cold, indifferent silence of the night to envelop Jessa's house, its secrets buried deep within its walls. In a fleeting flashback, Jessa stands defiant, the backyard her stage for a dark ritual. Flames erupt, greedily devouring the box's secrets. As Jessa watches, a sense of finality in her eyes. The fire intensifies, casting long, dancing shadows that mirror the turmoil within Jessa. From the heart of the inferno, dark smoke billows skyward, a stark omen of the repercussions to come. The smoke twists and turns, a visual echo of the secrets she hoped to bury, now unleashed upon the world. Jessa remains, the burning box now a mere memory, the rising smoke a haunting reminder of her fateful choice. A fractured reflection of Jessa's face shimmers across a shattered mirror, each shard a glimpse into her fractured psyche. Screaming faces trapped within glass jars twist in silent agony, their expressions a haunting echo of Jessa's inner turmoil. Cryptic messages scrawled on tattered notes flutter like desperate whispers, their meanings obscured by the fog of Jessa's unraveling mind. The fragmented images collide and merge, a kaleidoscope of dread that intensifies the feeling of disorientation. The world warps and distorts around Jessa, the boundaries of reality blurring as her sanity teeters on the edge of collapse. A crescendo of terror grips the screen, plunging the audience into the depths of Jessa's nightmarish reality. Jessa's scream pierces the silence, a sound that twists and stretches into an agonizing wail. Her eyes, wide with horror, lock onto the massive jar. The sound warps, bends, a haunting echo saturating the basement. Despair fills the air, thick and heavy. As Jessa's scream continues, the basement becomes a vortex of sound and emotion, amplifying Jessa's agony. Inside the confines of the massive jar, Jessa sits frozen, her eyes wide with raw terror. She is trapped, a prisoner not of walls, but of her own overwhelming guilt. The glass reflects her image back at her, a twisted smile mocking her from every angle. Each reflection seems to whisper doubts, chipping away at her sense of self. Her identity crumbles, leaving only the hollow echo of who she once was. As sunrise paints the basement with light, long shadows dance across the damp concrete floor. The jars pulsate with an eerie glow, illuminating the screaming faces trapped within. The faces within the jars become more distinct, their silent agony palpable in the growing light. Jessa's transformation reaches its horrifying conclusion. She is now fully integrated into the jar, her features contorted in a perpetual scream, forever trapped in her own personal hell.